still remember that particular night when I was staying in a hotel at Dumaguete City. The trip there was a 2-day stay and it was my first night. But first, let me tell you a little about myself. I'm 22 years old and I'm working as a project engineer. My company always sends me to different parts of the country for monitoring purposes of our many projects. That particular week, I was assigned 2 projects in Negros Oriental. Accompanying me are 2 guys, one of which is also an engineer and the other one is our boss. Now getting back to my story, Dumaguete City is just one of the many tourist destinations here in the Philippines. So it was hard for us to get a room reservation. Luckily, a bystander informed us that there are still available rooms in a hotel called. We grabbed the opportunity and headed directly there. Since I'm with 2 guys, I asked them if I could get a separate room for myself and they agreed. It was a long and tiring day, so my plans for that night is just to hit the sack and call it a day. But my colleagues told me to grab something to eat first before settling in. We went to a small kainan or roadside bar, and before I knew it was already past 11 in the evening when we got back. Because it was a really tiring day, I opened my room, brushed my teeth, locked the door, and went directly to bed without changing my clothes. I left the lights on the room open because I usually left them open whenever I go to sleep. It was maybe 2 in the morning when I was awakened by the noise of running water. I got up and asked myself if I left the faucet open after brushing my teeth. I quickly went to the washroom and closed the faucet. I went back to bed, convincing myself that I really forgot to close it after brushing my teeth, but before I even closed my eyes, the faucet was open again. This time, I was so sure that I closed it before going back to bed. The first thing that registered in my mind is that someone or something must have opened it. I felt goosebumps all over my body. For the second time, I closed the faucet at the washroom and left the lights on. I was so scared that time that I couldn't even go to sleep anymore. I thought of going to my colleague's room, but I don't want to disturb them at this kind of hour. I said a little prayer, closed my eyes, and forced myself to sleep again. The next morning, I met up with my 2 colleagues. They were already eating breakfast when I joined them. They asked if I slept well, and I told them what happened earlier. I was expecting a disbelief or humored face from them. But all I got was, binuksan mo sana lahat ng ilaw. I was shocked from the fact that they also experienced the same thing as I did that night. Going back to Manila, the first thing that's on my mind was to finish my report and to remind myself to never visit that hotel again, and to never spend a night again on that room.